YouTube, what the crap's going on? Good morning. Well, it may not be morning for all of you, but it's morning for me. Hope y'all are doing well. Looks like the chat is alive. I don't know about well. Always depends. Hey, let's not be spamming people. Let's see. Here we go. So we're gonna get back into Empire. I need to recover some of my troops. And it would probably happen faster if I was in Altdorf.
Step to it.
Yeah, it's going to happen quite a bit faster if I'm in Altdorf. So I'm going to go ahead and try and spend a turn here. Let's see, we got some buildings we can upgrade over here. Probably ought to do that. Or I could just save a little money. This one does boost growth at Altdorf, which is going to be helpful though. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's see who we got on here. Heir of Scotland. Stefan, how are you doing, bud? Someone's saying hello to me from Greece. Finland. Please name a General Sextus. I thought I already named someone Sextus in this campaign. Let's see. This idiot army that we defeated is already back and raiding, so that's kind of annoying.
Let us begin.
So we gained back a pretty decent number of our men, but I'm gonna have to move back out here to keep them from taking the settlement. Let's see. I was thinking Balthasar had a skill point to gain, but it's not him. Let's see. Someone does. Is it this dude? Yeah. So he can inspire the populace as one of his, and then Blade Master makes him stronger. Wow, we got a bunch of people chiming in now. Lots of people. I mean, the chat's going so fast that I don't even know if I can, if I can even respond to some people individually. So sorry if I can't. But hello all and welcome. I will try to do my best to keep an eye on the chat. Someone said that Sextus is dead and he's a vampire now. He's also right here in this army. Apparently Sextus is many things to many people. So don't be confused, because it's not confusing, right? Just kidding, it's pretty confusing. Typical AI just gonna take off after doing a little bit of raiding. So this is a neutral army from Talabekland, or however you pronounce that. Don't guess I'm perfectly familiar with how that's pronounced. Get all the way up there to the 500 income. I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Do not waste my potential.
We've got most of my. Do we have an agreement with them? Because that would be nice. Let's see.
Greetings on behalf of the Empire. Now what brings you here with a sheathed blade?
We have a non-aggression pact, but these guys don't act like they want anything else. So we'll just ignore them for now. Not much else we can do with them.
Approach and make your offer, that I make no promises to my assent.
I'm just going to try and get non-aggression pacts with some of these guys right now. They're not interested in that.
Greetings on behalf of the Empire. Now what brings you here with a sheep?
No one seems like they want a trade agreement with me either. I could trade with the dwarves.
What brings you to the halls of my ancestors?
Well, looks like the dwarfs are going to be more open to trade with me.
My throng stands ready. Do not disappoint me.
Come on, don't be punks. You stupid dwarfs. Gonna make me pay them for it is what they want. Come on! Don't be butts. Let's see. offer them a little more. Okay, never mind. Those guys are going to be jerks.
In the north, we have cold harbor.
In the north, we do not like to trade with you.
I am
Alright,
Supreme Patriarch.
so we got Balthasar. I'm going to move him up here closer to the front so we can attack Weissman. And if we take Weissman, then that means Middenheim would be the provincial capital. That is quite a long ways up here. So we'll see what happens, because I still have to protect my flank, and I can't really afford 2 armies at the moment. So we'll just do the best we can, because we still have enemies over here. Looks like that's one of their last settlements there. Let's go ahead and end another turn.
I will hear your petition, but make no promises to act on it.
So, Averland wants a peace treaty. I did not know that I was at war with you, but sure. Okay, so we're going to have to go ahead and move on Weissman, and then we're probably going to risk Karoberg getting hit while I'm gone. But we're just going to have to deal with that at the moment.
Ulrich's will.
Who do we have here? Berthold von Altdorf and Wolfgang Ludenhauer, leading some swords and some halberds. Let's go ahead and fight this, because I haven't had a battle in a little while with them. Love you too, Savage. How you doing this morning? Yeah, that's right. They declared war and then offered me peace. Makes a lot of sense, right, Rhodes? Breakfast with there. I wish I had breakfast. Who brought me breakfast?
Pistoliers!
I'm going to set my Pistoliers out here and be pretty annoying. Now, Pistoliers do not have armor-piercing damage like the Outriders do, unfortunately. Push these guys up. Put some spears on the flank. And then we got Balthasar and Sextus. And they're going to be... let's gamble some Winds of Magic, because there's not a very good one. It could get worse. Ah, sweet. We won. So we're going to get slightly better Winds of Magic. Searing Doom, Bombardment, Vortex, Glittering Robe. Yeah, so we still don't have any direct damage spells with Balthasar, but let's just make sure we understand. So this one's strong versus multiple units. If we pull it up in the spell browser, let's just kind of see how it works real quick, so that I can get a better idea on how to use it. Looks like it kind of moves in a line. Okay. Cannot use. Alright, so let's go ahead and start the battle. There are some crossbows, but I'm going to immediately get my Pistoliers in behind this group. And let's see what... So that one's 11 magic, that one's 15. Or no, that's 15-second cooldown. It's 9 magic, and that one's 5. Glittering Robe gives my guys the extra armor and leadership, so that could be handy as well. Oh yeah, I attacked the AI, so I guess I can't camp, huh? But they may push forward, because I'm going to harass them with Pistoliers. And they get reinforcements, I think. Though I haven't seen those reinforcements yet. Some of you wanted me to turn off the missile tails and see what that looks like. I'll do that, just to show you what it looks like without the projectile trails. There we go. So yeah, you can't see. Can't really see good. Oh crap. Those crossbows are turning on me. Yeah, my guys are under fire here.
Steeds are restless. Taking position.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of don't like it because I can't tell who's getting shot at. It looks a lot cooler from a cinematic point, but then I can't. I mean, you can see the unit card down here, but it's a lot harder for me to notice that. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the projectile trails back on for my own benefit there. Because it gets hard for me to make sure my guys are targeting what I want to and shooting where I want to. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and hard group my swordsmen too, so that I can just issue a single attack. I'm going to throw some Searing Doom out here. See if we can get the timing right. It's a little bit early, so the AI is going to avoid it. Got a little bit of work done there. Let's put the wolf thing out here too. Or actually, let's charge in and then use the wolf thing. How do you cancel? Right click to cancel. There we go. Let's take group 1. Attack, please. I turned the missile trails back on, I thought, but I still can't see them. Yeah, there they are. I can see them now. Let's bring the Empire Captain up. I'm going to use that wolf spell right there, and we'll see what happens. There we go. They're kind of tied down, and it moves in a line, so not perfect, but we got a little bit of damage done with it. It kind of moved in a line right there.
Ready for war.
Let's just push these guys around. Attack these guys in the back. Spears are attacking halberds. Let's make sure my crossbows are attacking crossbows.
Ranged weapons ready.
And let's use Balthasar. Put a hurt on these guys.
The ground quakes. Yes,
So I got my pistoliers up here. I've got crossbow attack orders on them, and I've got pistolier attack orders, so we should be able to give these guys a pretty swift takedown. At least I'd hope. No, they're killing a lot of my pistoliers. It's because my pistoliers are on the edge of, or my crossbows are on the edge of their range. Yeah, we got the job done though. It worked out. Let's see. Why did you stop the Austrian campaign? The Austrian campaign got corrupted. It wouldn't work anymore. Yeah, the magic's not real strong at the moment. Sextus is saying he's a demigod. That's true. I think he's reached that status at this point. I'm gonna, well, so some people ask why I sack and then occupy. It's because I get more money from doing that.
Very well, I'll move.
Wow, we got extra campaign movement range, all kinds of good stuff.
By the comet.
Who calls?
So, what do we have out here? Weissman, a lumber camp. And we've got more stuff that can be built. I don't really need a lot of recruitment stuff out here. If anything, just a tap room or a weaving house to start getting us some money. But let's go ahead and let's drop the tap room first. And we'll go ahead and upgrade this village and upgrade the cow pens. We're definitely going to have to worry about this army over here. Led by Theodoric Alderman.
Who calls?
So we'll have to deal with him. We got one more turn on our technology research here, which will get us a little extra income from trade agreements. Nothing wrong with that. I probably have enough money to at least raise up a partial second army. So I'll take care of that over the next couple turns as well. I need to I need to build an armory as soon as I can. We have 3 population surplus, and I need 4 to upgrade my settlement here. The growth in this province could be higher. That would make me happy. But I can't put any commandments or anything there either because I don't own the whole thing. So we got a skill point here with Balthasar. Let's go ahead and give him the Route Master, and that ought to give him quite a bit extra campaign movement range with the stuff that he just picked up too. Let's go take a look at his details, by the way. So all we have is basic stuff, Power Stone, Pit Fighter. So this Pit Fighter gives us melee attack, or we have the option of the Toll Keeper, but we don't need extra tax right now. Same thing, Toll Keeper, we can put in the rest of these. That's the only extra one we have. Messenger gives me campaign movement range. The Jailer's giving me public order. And the Scribe is also giving me extra campaign movement range, which I like. So I think we're pretty well set for the moment. I might go ahead and use some of my... Well, no, let's just save some money here. We're finally making just a little bit. Those guys are going to move up, so I'm going to have to move back to Karlberg. I do want to go do that quest battle as well. Has I fought the Greenskins? No, I have not fought any Greenskins yet, Professor. You will see Greenskins for sure, though, in the Dwarf campaign, but I haven't fought them yet here. Someone's saying you're playing Medieval 2 at the moment. Better game. Medieval 2 is a great game, but I would have a hard time saying that it's better than this. If you like the time period better, I get that. Negative growth, great, that's what I need. Piece of crap. That's irritating. So, Altdorf is in decent shape. Could be better, but it's in decent shape. Let's see, it's 3,000 to do that. I don't have anything to build here. I do want to go ahead and start another army. So I'm going to move over, and let's go ahead and start raising up another army. We're going to recruit... Can we recruit heroes? Just the Empire Captain, and we can recruit another Empire Captain. But it costs quite a bit of upkeep on him, too. It's going to be a lot of upkeep for another Lord. Campaign line of sight. Resolute speed. So let's pick this guy, Bertie Roxburger. Good old Bertie. And we're gonna go ahead and put a few units in his army.
Yes, a sound plan.
And we've got more research that can be done. Speed for Empire infantry units. Let's go ahead and do that. Upkeep. Well, we can lower the upkeep for our... And reload time for volley fire. Both of those would be pretty helpful. Let's do this one. Go ahead and drop the upkeep of our units. Appius treated like Pompey. What have I done to Appius?
I will hear your petition, but make no promises to act on it.
So Boris Todbringer is asking me for a peace treaty, but I really can't give him a peace treaty because I need his land, so I'm going to decline. Sorry, Todbringer. Shouldn't have gone against Franz to begin with. Yeah, we can try and confederate, but typically to confederate, I'm going to have to get enough power to kind of scare these people into confederating. So, like, for instance, the Wissenland, they're not going to want to confederate with me because they're going to...
and make your offer.
If you look at,
I make no
like, you go back here, they've already got 5 settlements, and I've only got, like, 3 or 4. I've got 4. So they're not going to want to confederate with me.
I will listen, but
See?
my time is short.
So, yeah, they're not going to want to confederate with me unless I have enough power to kind of convince them that they want to actually cooperate with me. Now, if there's a smaller Empire faction with just like one settlement, like Ostermark here, or Ostermark, sometimes you can convince these guys. Stirland,
Approach us, friend, and make your offer.
See, even they don't want a confederation, even though they're in really bad shape.
Greetings on behalf of the Empire.
See, none of these people with like the small empire holdings here interested in. Yeah, no one's interested in going through that just yet. We'll have to beat people into submission a little. I'm gonna come over here. I don't know if I want to own the Wasteland because am I at war with Marienburg as well? I think I am at war with Nordlanden.
I refuse.
So I'll have to be careful of that.
Now,
I'm thinking actually, let's use
step to it.
Balthasar to go all the way back up here to Middenheim, and let's go ahead and secure that.
Now?
And we'll use this second army here. And we'll use this second army to help defend that settlement if we need to. You want to see the savage orc boar boys? You'll see plenty of them in my dwarf campaign, I promise you that.
Be warned, my mood is dark.
These guys are continuing to offer me a peace treaty for as much money. I'll counter-offer them. Let's see if we can... If you, yeah, if you join my confederation, I'll consider it. But no. If I offer them a peace treaty, there's no guarantee they'll join my confederation. And at that point, I'll just end up making a bad reputation for myself. And I don't want to do that. So... Woodsman, follower gained. Who gained? Items ready to be assigned to a character of my choosing.
You summon me.
Looks like Sextus is leveled up again. We can give him a warhorse. That would be awesome. So Sextus, you now have a warhorse. Ravi wants me to play with Oakley. I will definitely still be playing with Oakley from time to time, so no worries. Watch out for the Great Cannon of Middenheim. The Great Cannon of Middenheim? Is there really a cannon in Middenheim? I'm not familiar with any Warhammer stuff, so we're going to take attrition going through here, really? I have to stay on the road, it looks like. Alright. Why is it we take attrition going through here? Swamp. Okay. Interesting. Hadn't yet seen that in the game. We got the tap room completed, so my people now have access to alcohol. So don't worry, all is well. We could go with the weaving house, or we could get extra growth in the province. I'm going to actually go for growth right now because we need it. And then eventually I'll build a weaving house into one of those settlements when they get ready to upgrade.
Do not waste my potential.
The Empire.
And we should be good here. I'm just going to I'm going to leave that army at Altdorf for now. We really have a lot of public order issues. Altdorf's public order is not very good. Go ahead and upgrade to the Tailors Guild here and get the extra income.
You are not welcome in my court, yet here you are. Friend
there are no
foe,
seasons in the game, Liberator. So, yeah, you won't see any seasons. It's just certain areas of the map will have a certain look or feel to them, but no seasons. So these idiots aren't defending Midheim, but they're going to try and pull me back.
I'll ignore that.
This is Boris Todbringer right here, actually.
What?
So I'm going to have to come back and keep Todbringer from causing trouble in my neighborhood.
So,
What does the Emperor bid?
I am going to... Let's go ahead and spend some money to recruit another Empire captain. Hey, this was the name of one of the guys that I was up against. We're going to recruit him.
Who calls? The Empire.
And then we'll deploy the hero on the next turn, and we can increase the public order. try and get public order more stable back there. Plus, we may need some extra agents. There is an enemy agent here. I don't know if Sextus has any movement points left. He does, but I don't have a lot of money left to do anything, but we'll try and use him on the next turn. Alcohol is the reason Sextus... Okay, look, they're going to run up to Middenheim and try and defend it.
Before your emperor.
Yeah. They're offering me a lot less money for a peace treaty now, so trust me, that's not going to happen. Alright, now that we have these guys out in front of us, they're running through the swamp and they're taking attrition. I can move up to Middenheim. Middenheim might have a decent garrison, though. Ooh, they do. They got quite a few men in the garrison.
No.
And then they got a mortar right there as well. It would have been nice had we been able to catch these guys before they got there. Assault units. Let's see if we can assassinate Todbringer. It's only a 28% chance. Assault units inflicts damage upon all units in the target army. This one's more likely to have an effect, so let's pick that one. Come on, Sextus. Sextus, you failed me. Come on, man.
Not likely.
Okay. Yeah, that is a pretty large garrison.
Ready.
That concerns me quite a bit, actually. Let's go ahead and
Who calls?
deploy this
That's
hero.
what the Emperor commands.
So now we should get nice public order. Reichland should be safe.
Praise.
I'm actually thinking about moving this army up to try and reinforce Balthasar in the fight against Middenheim, because we may need it. Yeah, we're going to need reinforcements to take out Middenheim. And we've got another agent down there. Okay, good. So...
Greetings. All you survey are loyal to me, so I advise caution with your next words.
So Tempelhof is going to declare war on me? Good luck. I'm not anywhere near you, you morons. Let's see.
I will marshal the men.
I'm
Let us move.
Move all the way up here. I'm going to get Sextus back in the army.
They'll be marching all right.
So we'll have reinforcements to help out against Todbringer.
Yes, my
It's 6 more swords. That ought to help outweigh some of the infantry, but they've got Empire Knights and everything from there. Whew, it's going to be crazy.
To the provinces.
We have to be in the encamp stance to get any more troops.
By the comet.
Where did they...
I will not obey.
Really? Dadgummit. Now Nordland moved up on me back here. Whatever. We're going to take out Todbringer. This is ridiculous. Stinking Nordland. This is where it gets tough because the AI will always squirrel around you in a couple of different directions. This is on the hard difficulty. So Todbringer sallied out and is trying to single out my smaller army. Just going to retreat away. And now I cannot retreat away, but this is going to leave Todbringer to where Balthasar can kill him. And that's going to be good, and then we can move back down to answer the Nordland. But this is going to get this army killed. And there's no need in fighting this either, because it's not going to end well. They've got their own Empire captain here too, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and auto-resolve. So they've got 2 melee units because of Todbringer and the Empire captain. So he just took out my other army there, because Todbringer's a fat jerk. Oh, Nordland, I hate you so. Gonna have to give that up as well, so we just can't seem to get these 2 punks off of us. So now Nordland's moving up. And the problem is if I decisively defeat... Bertie Roxburger was killed in battle. Ostermark has been destroyed. Now, how did Todbringer move so far in one turn that I can't get to him? Tell me that's not annoying, people. If I go into the march... Yeah, my guys start the battle tired. And now Nordland and Todbringer can gang up on me.
The Empire.
These guys could attack Altdorf, but Altdorf is going to be somewhat protected. As long as they can't get to Altdorf, part of me doesn't really care what they do down here in terms of a little bit of raiding. They left Middenheim open.
I shall be victorious.
Wow, they get so much. They get so many reinforcements here, though. And I can't simply siege these guys out for one turn. If I get attacked, I'm going to be overwhelmed. Because they got all those Empire Knights and other stuff like this. Good grief, man. How'd they get such a... labor force available per turn? These guys can hold out for 15 turns, and it's 10 turns before they run out of supplies. Let's go ahead and continue the siege. We'll see if we can pull Todbringer back towards us. I don't know if we have a whole lot of other options here. Good grief, man. The AI here is giving me a heck of a time. Let's see, I probably might as well go ahead and recruit a Lord again. Easily deceived, spurned. Are there some of these guys that don't have bad traits? Because that'd be kind of nice.
Who called?
Let's get him in the settlement, because we learned that lesson once.
Very well.
Yeah, trust me, I want to do the Blood Pine Woods. Alright.
I am the Supreme Patriarch.
Let's get a bunch of stuff going here. We'll continue the siege. I don't think we're going to be able to actually take out Middenheim. And Nordland and the others are going to be a potential problem because they're going to be over here raiding. But I'm just going to let them do their raiding. We're just going to have to put up with it for the moment. Because eventually I'm going to have to take Middenheim, or else they're going to keep pestering me like this. Now they're going to run their agent up here and try and screw with me. Nordland took my settlement there. Let's see, recruiting surplus, leadership +6. Let's do the leadership +6.
Absolutely not.
So there's Todbringer. I really don't want to end up fighting him
I refuse.
at the same time that I fight the garrison from Middenheim.
The comet.
And I can't really fight both of those armies in one turn either, so
I will marshal the men.
there's no good way for me to deal with this at the moment. So Balthasar is kind of exposed over here as well. And I'm not real happy about his position. It's going to take quite a few turns. The question is, can Todbringer get to me in one long march?
Absolutely not.
I'm going to save the game real quick and just going to hit the save, and we'll see what happens on this turn. Now I'm going to risk that Todbringer can't get to me on this turn. We'll see what happens. Error of restart. We're not having to restart yet, folks. Okay, we're about to have to restart, folks. So Todbringer can get to me in the one turn. So let's go back and load. And we're going to move back down and see if we can goad Todbringer into an attack. The only problem then is we're going to have to avoid that Nordland army because we won't have enough men to defeat both of them. So we're going to have to break the siege. So we're going to break the siege.
You summon me.
And let's see, if we move here,
Onwards.
can we set an ambush still? Channeling and camp, raiding. Let's set an ambush and see if we can catch Todbringer by chance if he moves up this way. So let's try that. Okay, it just let Todbringer walk right through my ambush. That makes Crap, that sucks. Ambush foiled. So, thank you very much, AI. Thank you very much.
Let us begin.
Well, maybe we can still attack Wiseman. We're in no stance at this point, so... Well, I thought we were in no stance, right?
My potential. Very well, I'll move.
So Nordland,
I'll ignore that.
they've got a ton of crap here too.
Now,
Let's see... How much does ambush cost? Costs 25% of the total. Let's move up and set another ambush, just see if we can get lucky.
yes, that will do.
And I'll try and make my way back to a safer spot. But we're gonna have to... Ah, sweet! We pulled off the ambush here against Nordland, so this is gonna be important. We can take our settlement back at the same time as pushing back Nordland. They still got a lot of men, so even in an ambush, this is gonna be tricky, I think. But it will help me diminish the usefulness of their mortars. So we should be able to deploy basically right up against these guys.
Swordman!
Let's take half our swordsmen. Ooh, man, they got so many swordsmen.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
Okay, Sextus is on a horse. They've got their own pistoliers here. I'm thinking I'm just going to get all my crossbows and try and wreck their crossbows point blank. And then if I hit their crossbows with some pistoliers,
We are Sigmar's heirs.
I'll use Balthasar. Here, we need to gamble to try and get some more winds of magic. Oh yeah, that was a pretty sweet gamble. And then Sextus, like I said, he's on a horse. The enemy lord is over here. We actually need to use Sextus to try and go after the enemy lord. And let's use Balthasar. Let's use him here, I think. I think this will work out. So I'm going to start the battle and pause it. And we're going to need to tie down all these units as best we can. This is just going to be a tricky attack because the AI... Let's actually focus fire on their pistoliers. Take care of them first. And Balthasar. I'm going to target some magic out here right away, see if we can get some work done. And let's see. I'm going to just... I'm going to hard group my guys. All my infantry at least. And let's give an attack order and see how they do. I'm going to start it off just here on slow motion so I can kind of keep track of the attack orders. I'm going to go after the enemy lord with Sextus. Okay. There's the wolf spell here, actually jacking those guys up pretty bad. Okay, the pistoliers eating some nasty volleys here from my crossbows. They should be out of commission pretty quick. Let's go ahead and target their own guys there. Balthasar, I don't know where you're going, buddy. Oh, he was in the hard group. Let's rear charge this blob over here. Rear charge that blob. You all are engaged. Sextus engaged. The enemy... Well, tried to engage the enemy lord. The enemy lord got out of the way. So I'm going to have to try and get Sextus out of this big blob of swordsmen. I'm going to attack the mortar and continue to fire into this blob with my crossbows. So we should be able to wipe out their crossbows pretty quick. Crap. Gelt is under attack by a spear unit. Run! I'm gonna try and cast a spell right here, see if we can get that spear unit off of us. Sextus, come on, get loose out of there, bud. where we got the outflanking, we can hope that we might be able to pick up a victory. No, we're going to miss on our spell. That's annoying. So I've got a spear unit just straight up chasing Balthasar, and I can't let him be engaged. Let's see if we can get a charge on their legendary lord without getting caught. Come on, Balthasar. We got to get out of there, buddy. Okay, we're wrapping up their crossbows. I'm going to need to drive them off the battlefield in their entirety. We got to get rid of their pistoliers. And it looks like their legendary lord is also on horseback, so Sextus is going to be in some kind of desperate combat here, I think. Okay. I'm going to actually use my crossbows to keep their pistoliers at bay, and I'm going to leave my pistoliers on fire at will, like right up here next to these spearmen, point blank, and just see if we can get some of them killed. I'm actually going to go off fire at will and turn them back onto fire at will. So we got rid of their skirmishers. The problem is I can't seem to get Balthasar away from this unit, and we're going to have to get some of our infantry free to save him. How's Sextus doing here? He's doing pretty decent in combat against Theodric. Okay, I hate going the whole thing in fast forward, but there's a lot to be done here, and I've got to get it done right. Okay, so these crossbows have come back from routing. Let's target them. Run, Gelt, run. Yeah, I mean, Sextus is holding his own here in the fight against Theodric, so that's good that we have him. And now our Pistolier cavalry ought to start mowing down the spears in this fight. We'll see if we can even that out a bit, and then we'll pick a couple more spots. We've got some units routing right there too from the rear attacks. Let's actually use this wolf spell right here. See if we can get a lucky cast on it. Okay. These spearmen have routed, so that's good. Let's actually pull our pistoliers over here and go run down this routing sword unit. The enemy crossbows continue to rout. Pistolier cavalry's coming at me. I'm a little bit blobbed up with the crossbows, but we're going to have to just deal with it. Poor Balthasar, spending the whole battle running. We're starting to get some really nice breaks up there in that blob, though. Let's actually just pull our cavalry up here and let them fire at will. We're just going to ignore that swordsman for a minute. Let's get these guys reset. Really, the Pistolier cavalry is going to charge my crossbows here. I'm pretty sure my crossbows should be able to fight off a few beat-up Pistolier cavalry. There we go. Now my own Pistolier cavalry is in there. The enemy lord's fleeing from Sextus, so let's chase him. And let's check out our Pistolier cavalry. Yeah, it's firing at point-blank range into the back of this fight. And should help us really wrap up the Nordland jerks here. Okay, Balthasar, please keep moving. And it looks like our spell got some work done over here too, because some of the swordsmen routing. Yeah, poor Balthasar. He's not a melee unit. So he really can't afford to get caught in a fight with all those spearmen. Okay, yeah, the Pistolier cavalry here has worked wonders, so that whole big blob is now starting to buckle. I'm gonna fall in on the halberdiers there because they're the only ones left. And it looks like the enemy's starting to fall apart, though I want to try and chase down their lord with Sextus. He keeps getting stuck in the attempt. My Pistoliers might be fast enough to chase him down too. Let's go see if we can get rid of their lord.
Yes, General.
Probably not. I'm just going to end the battle. Yeah, I did want to chase the lord, but I don't think I'm going to be able to kill him before he gets off the battlefield. My Pistoliers are quick, but their shots aren't going to do much to him, and he's just going to get off the side of the battlefield because he's a crotch. I'm going to have to replenish my troops here. So they got away with most of their men there. Balthasar. Obtain access to iron.
Yes.
Dude, I just need to obtain access to...
Not likely.
Look at that. They got away from that
not
battle with
waste
less
my
losses than
attention.
I did. How is that possible? They just lost.
I am ready. Are you?
That is such a bunch of crap. That, I mean,
I
seriously?
refuse.
I know I could have chased men down, but really, they were trapped in between all my men, and they got away with less casualties than I did.
The nation.
Unbelievable. Patrol, ambusher, assault units, blade master. Let's just give Sextus more attack. We're gonna need to make him stronger anyway.
Patriarch.
Balthasar has leveled up here too. This Plague of Rust could be pretty useful in helping me against enemy units. So I'm going to go ahead and give him the Plague of Rust. Now, the question is what to do now. Because I've got Balthasar, we can try and take the settlement back, but I mean, they're going to get a small garrison, plus all the units that they just got that didn't take any damage. So that's irritating. So basically, the Nordmen got away from that with almost no consequences. And I can get back in my own territory here.
Who calls?
I really just need better units. I really need better units. And I can't do any upgrades until we get enough money here, which I need 4,800. So the next turn we could upgrade this, build an armory, and finally crank out some cavalry or something that can give me a decisive advantage in these battles. Because right now, with the AI on hard, just going head-to-head with these guys is getting me killed. So, just going to have to make a
By
decision.
the comet.
That stupid enemy agent there is harassing me. Let's use Sextus and see if we can push him back. Pretty small chance of a negative outcome here, so... Sextus, man, we got to get you better at assassinating there, buddy. I've got this other hero down here, too. He probably doesn't have any better chance. Let's see.
Now?
No, he does not. He's got terrible chances. It's not even worth it. So we're going to leave him put.
Let us begin.
Oh, man. The struggle is real, people. So the Nordland guys took off. I could try and take this settlement back, but then if they turn around and double back on me, they've probably already recruited a lot more men than I have. So I actually think I'm just going to fall all the way back here and try and recruit my men faster. And maybe we could go over here and do the quest battle to try and get something to help us out here too. That enemy agent's just going to follow me now. Yeah, there's all the Nordland. Look at that. Not only do they have their one army that basically took no damage, they have a second army now, of course. Politics, yeah, whatever. Not really worried about the politics.
Do not waste my protection.
What was this quest battle? Enemy forces. So we would basically be ambushing. We get the sword of striking, which would help Balthasar in melee a little bit. And we also get a wizard at Altdorf, which it would be nice. I'm just trying to think about how we freaking deal with this, because
Absolutely not.
I've got to have some cavalry or something. Like, I've got to get a decisive advantage somewhere here. We're going to have to build that up. And with the enemy just having all this spam sword infantry, I cannot properly deal with them in combat, because, again, they get buffs because it's not on normal. Rebellion's imminent over here. That's kind of annoying, but there's not much I can do about it right now. I don't have the resources to help defend against it.
Now.
So?
Let's see. We're not going to be able to do much to this hero, unfortunately.
In the... Who calls?
So Sextus just got wounded attempting to go
This
after
would
this
break my
the silly
vows.
guy here. He's only level 4,
How should we proceed?
but my guys are even lower level. So,
To the provinces?
whatever. Whatever. Let's get this reload time started researching. No, I haven't restarted. That's why I'm struggling so much. The struggle's real people. The struggle is real. And Sextus is now wounded for a few turns. The rebels are going to try and take Karaberg. I'm just going to let them do it for now. I don't really care. They've got that legendary lord there too, which is going to make it impossible to beat back their troops. Look at this. They get outriders as rebels and a mortar. What a bunch of bullcrap. I can't even recruit that stuff there.
Your foolish subjects here have taken up arms again.
Yes, thanks for the note. Really needed you to clarify that for me.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to embed this hero.
The Empire.
Got 4 more turns. I need to save up a little more money so we can also upgrade to the livery. And this will... Let's see, Outriders, Empire Knights. We still need a blacksmith as well. But if we upgrade that, we should also be able to build the blacksmith. So it's going to take a few turns, but why not restart, Nathaniel? I could restart.
Speak.
I'm not
I
ready
will
to
hear you
restart
now.
yet.
Be warned, my mood is dark.
Okay, Nordland wants a peace treaty. I'm going to take that. For now. Because I don't need the war with Nordland. So they've obviously broken their alliance with the other guys there. The moot petitions. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the plus leadership versus humans, because that's all the fighting I've been doing.
I'll ignore that.
So yeah, there's the Nordland army. We'll wait, and we'll get our revenge on Nordland.
I am ready. Are you?
I'm thinking about going over here and
Moving off.
running this quest battle real quick. What kind of defense do we have at Altdorf? Great swords, halbards, Empire Knights, mortars. Yeah, we got quite a bit that can
I am the supreme
be helpful there.
patriarch.
And let's switch back to the other view. We need 5,000 for the livery.
You
That's going to take some
solemnly-
time. Let's go ahead and end one more turn, and then we'll do the quest battle. Don't restart. It's entertaining with the... It is a raffle stomp against me right now.
I serve no
Painful to
master.
watch. Sometimes people struggle. I told you all, and this is funny because no one listened to me. I told people that this game was harder on the same difficulty settings than Attila because of all the legendary lords. And if I would have played this on normal, though, the screaming in the chat would have been real. People would have been like, "No, you playing on normal. You're such a wuss. I hate you." And that's what would have gone on. But now that I'm playing it on hard, people are like, "Oh, Era, this I don't know, man. This is cringeworthy." And it's just like, hey, I tried to explain this to you all in the review, but I don't think people were listening.
Are you?
Don't think people were listening. So let's go ahead and see what we're up against here. There's 2 legendary lords. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but their troops should not be much of a challenge. So the enemy did not spot our ambush. Let's get things started. Oh, I know. We're going to pull this back, people. It's ugly right now, but we'll pull it back. Love you too, Kim. Appreciate it, man. Cringe-worthy, the Liberator. Yeah, you're going to be saying cringe once we actually get the Empire going. Yeah, I'll get a wizard from this. That'll be super helpful, I think. You like my voice there when I'm being stupid, Attila the Fun? Is this game worth 71 bison dollars? I don't know what bison dollars are, so I can't tell you whether or not it's worth 71 bison dollars. The game is very fun, though. And as you can see, it actually is a bit more of a challenge than, say, like Total War 2. Ah, jeez, we really can't... How's it an ambush and I can't deploy on both sides of these guys? That's irritating. Well, whatever. I'm going to deploy some of these guys over here so I can swing up and around. We're going to need to put these guys out of their misery rather fast. What do they have in their army over here? They got a mortar, 2 mortars, and there's their legendary lord. Let's get our Empire captain ready to engage their legendary lord.
Ready for war.
And then we'll try and use Balthasar to get a good spell off. These guys are going to get reinforcements, and if I remember this quest battle right, I think that they're pistoliers. I'm going to actually go ahead and start these crossbowmen over here and just start wrecking on Hellstorm rocket battery. I'm going to start firing at that right away, and then I'm going to move my pistoliers around the flank quickly. So let's get this group, and I'm going to actually group them.
The command is mine.
And we're going to move these guys around, so I'm going to start the battle. Whoops. Let's get group 1 and attack right here. Crossbows. Let's take out the Hellstorm rocket battery. And let's get our Empire Captain and attack there. Let's pull Balthasar down here. So the Hellstorm rocket battery is pretty much gone. Okay, let's focus our crossbows elsewhere. So we're getting a quick route here. Woo, it's a good thing we got that rocket battery quick, because it started firing in a big hurry. Where is the enemy lord? Right here? No, that's Gelt. I don't want Gelt engaging him. Let's use some wolf magic right here. Okay, there goes the little wolf spell, and it's actually working really good, working its way right up the line. Check that out. That was effective. Let's get in here and finish mopping these guys up, because there's going to be reinforcements soon enough. And it looks like my Empire Captain is bushwhacking their lord. That little wolf spell, or whatever it was, it just ripped them to bits. They got jacked by that spell. That was pretty good. Enemy reinforcements were spotted. Let's get our pistoliers ready, because I'm pretty sure that the enemy reinforcements are going to be pistoliers. And let's get our crossbows ready to support too. Okay, so we jacked up the main enemy force. I'm going to disband Group 1. Regroup all my infantry here. Actually, let's push up. Yeah, let's get Gelt and the other over here. So yeah, enemy troops got completely mopped up. Here comes the enemy pistoliers. Let's get my crossbows to fire on them. I think we've pretty well got this thing taken care of because of how successful that ambush was. Enemy's going to be in pretty rough shape. Alright, I'm going to push Gelt up. And I've got my crossbows dealing with their pistoliers. I'm going to actually bring my own pistoliers up a little. Let's pull my infantry up to engage the enemy. Okay, so my own pistoliers just push some of their stuff back. Let's keep my own crossbows focused on their pistoliers. I'm going to bring my captain after their lord. Let's try and do a little bit of outflanking here. And let's swing our pistoliers around as well. And we got Balthasar Gelt here. I'm going to chase off that pistolier unit. I'm going to fall into the back of this blob there. Oh yeah, look at those pistoliers eating the searing doom. Didn't do much to him though. There you go, crossbows. Take those guys out. The pistoliers were shooting at Balthasar, but they're not going to do much to Balthasar. I've got my own pistoliers too. And the infantry fight is going to be over pretty quick because the AI is completely surrounded. Okay, enemy pistoliers just got wrecked by my crossbows. And I'm going to actually drop a Searing Doom right here into the middle of this fight. Let's watch it. Should be pretty entertaining. If that doesn't get the enemy troops wavering, I don't know what will. And my Empire Captain's doing a pretty good job of pulling down Hans von Zonger. Crossbows are going to have an obstructed view. So at this point, the enemy's all wrapped up. Looks like this fight's over. Old Balthasar, he has been successful here. He's just hiding back here by the tree so he can take a pee. Hey, look at that, people. We won a battle. Huh? Huh? Am I good or what? We actually won a battle. Holy crap, man. The struggle's real. More like Balthasar. Barfazar, I like that. Oh, man. Well, we picked up some loot that we needed there, too. Let's go ahead and replenish our units, because you know that we're going to end up being in a fight again soon. We got the Sword of Striking. I don't know if we have to give that sword to Barfazar either.
Moving off.
And I think Sextus.
Ready.
No, we just picked up 2 wizards though. Awesome.
Who calls?
So we've got a couple of different wizards at this point.
What?
I'm gonna embed one of them there. So these are just a wizard here. What lore do they have? Light is a defensive lore, and that could be pretty helpful considering that we're pretty defensive right now. Yeah, I lost all kinds of stuff. Air not moaning, has the world ended? The Ambush King, is that my role now? I'm just an ambusher? That's the only thing I can do. We're going to go ahead and upgrade that, and then we're going to need to... we've got all the extra upkeep from these wizards, so now we're not making any money. But if I go after these guys over here...
on behalf of the Empire. Now what brings you here with a sheathed blade?
They're actually stronger than me. And if I go after them, they've got, you know, quite a few provinces. So I can't get these provinces that I need, unfortunately. And that's kind of my big trouble right now, is that I need more money. And if I go start a war with Nordland, it's going to be really hard to finish it. Because technically they're strong. Oh, so Nordland knocked out the other guys for me. So now we should be able to focus a soul war on Nordland. The problem is I don't have any money for the improved troops that I need either. Especially not with all these wizards roaming around.
The Empire.
It is time.
But let's see, what kind of spells, if any, does this wizard have on him? Good from a high angle. It's just magic missiles. I mean, that's not going to do much for us early on. Let's see, Gelt has some skills. Lore of Metal. Yeah, we definitely want this. The Plague of Rust and all that stuff can be pretty handy. Lore of Metal. So minus 10 cooldown to Lore of Metal spells. Eh. When can we get his... Sigmar's Ward, Missile Resistance. None of that's like real important to me. Oh, Gelt. What shall we do with you? Earthing, Power Drain. Transmutation of Lead. Just trying to see what would be the best here. Leadership or Public Order. Fervent Reduction and Vampiric Corruption. I mean, none of that's really going to impact us yet. Let's just go ahead and keep giving him his spells. And who is this? It's one of our agents. Let's go ahead and give him a Warhorse too. That ends up being very useful. Imperial Pegasus unlocks at rank 9, so that's good to know. And let's see, this is one of my lords, and we can put him up on a Warhorse now too. That just gives them some mobility. That to me seems like a good way to start things. So the big question is, what are we going to do next? Are we going to be able to get out here and cause some damage? Nordland's army is a little bit beat up there, but they do have that garrison to help them. I should be able to recruit Empire Knights soon.
I hold Galmaraz. You may bow.
Trade agreement? Thank you. Seriously though, thank you. Let's see. All these turns in and I only have 2 provinces. I feel so dirty. But we did pick up a little bit of badly needed income right there.
I serve no master.
Waste my potential.
What could this wizard do? What's his... Modify his construction cost by minus 10%. Can he do anything in an enemy province? for the enemy armies, they get -10 winds of magic. I don't think they have...
From
I don't know. We'll just
storm
deploy
to
him and start
breeze.
letting him get some experience.
To the provinces.
I don't think it's going to
I
do a
am
whole lot for us.
Supreme Patriarch.
So we got that done. I need to build the blacksmith, but it costs 4,000, and I just don't have the money. Imagine that. I don't have any money. We're going to have to run through some turns to actually get some money, which is just going to let Nordland get stronger and prepare for the attack.
Stein sends his minions to threaten and...
They declared war on me and now are paying me for peace, so sure. I need the money, because I need to build a blacksmith.
I'll ignore that.
I refuse.
Wow, man. These guys got outriders and like all kinds of crazy stuff.
The nation calls.
I'm going to be screwed. Let's see. I don't see a good opportunity to attack Nordland right now. At least not yet. We're going to have to use our opportunity well. Our biggest problem is we just can't earn any dang money at the current rate either.
I will hear you now. Be warned, my move.
Oh, I thought these guys were dead. Boris the Ironclad, Middenland. Are they at war with Nordland? They're trade partners with Nordland. And they have their military allies, so they must have gotten subjugated or something, or forced into it. So they're the ones that own Middenheim. I might as well take a peace treaty with them. I mean, I don't need to fight right now. And every little bit of money is actually helpful at the moment. Let's go ahead and end one more turn here. I say that, probably a couple more turns.
I hold Galmaraz. You may bow.
Okay, sure, I'll take your money. I need it. Okay, capture and occupy the settlement belonging to Wissenland. Why would I come capture that settlement all the way back there? That doesn't even make any sense. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Who issued that mission? Alright, Sextus is back. So
Now,
let's take this guy over to the other army. Appreciate your service there, pal.
Weapon practice.
I want Sextus to rejoin
Weapon practice.
Balthasar here. So he'll be all healed up after his wounds. Let's see. I wish... I'm not at war with Nordland. I wonder if I would have a better chance of like a surprise attack on Wissenland. Wissenland is strength rate 17. They have 6 settlements. Nordland is even weaker than them. And I'm struggling with Nordland. But I could probably wrap up several settlements off Wissenland fast and get money quicker. And then since I'm at peace with the Nordland right now, that would at least leave me a defensible flank here where they'd have to cross at Altdorf. Is Wissenland... Let's see who they're allied with, if anybody. They're military allies with some of the Dwarfs. So crap, dang it. That pulls the Dwarfs into the war if I attack them too. That's irritating. So we would have to deal with Dwarves. I need some land somewhere. Definitely need some land. Let's see. These guys are a one province wonder. So we might could send someone over to take that. And then this one's controlled by the vampires, but then we'd have to go to war with the vampires, and I don't need that either. Wow, vampire counts are spreading out pretty quick. So we're going to have to deal with that soon enough. We need some money. If we don't get some money, we're not going to be able to deal with the vampire counts. Now this Talabek land is relatively small. Let's check out what their strength rating and They are pretty weak, and it's calling them pretty weak here too. They are allied with no one, and no one seems to be their friend. So they may be the ones that I want to go ahead and strike just to build up a little bit of money and strength. So we can finally build... this. We can get halberdiers, and Empire Knights. Empire Knights would be extraordinarily helpful at this point.
Are you?
So we could hit those guys and take them out fairly quick. Stirland is partly controlled by them and partly by vampires, and again, that's going to put me at odds with the vampires pretty quick. Ugh. I wonder if we could just like let's take an agent. Let's take this wizard, and let's move over here to Eilhart, and let's just kind of look at the strength of these guys. Like, I mean, if I just blitz through here real quick, like bam, bam, take those two provinces turn after turn, and leave some kind of army to help protect Grunberg here. Garrison's pretty crappy, but I mean, with these units here, I mean, could we make it a little bit stronger and then just see if we can push these guys back and secure the Reichland? I mean, even just securing the Reichland would go a long ways.
Do not waste my potential.
I think we might. Well, you know what? Here's one way to be safe. So save, and I'm going to call it Heir's Gamble. Wizard Heir. Yeah, use the wizard. Better for the Emperor. I'm looking at attack. Yeah, so I'm gonna save the game here, where I'm kind of taking a gamble, and that way I can always come back to this point and we can choose a different path. But let's see if I can make a gamble and have it pay off here. I used my wizard. We scouted that out. We've got an extra garrison going to Grunberg. I'm getting ready to train Empire Knights. Still going to be 3 turns before we can train them. Save is coward. Hey, I have to save it. Let's see.
Let us begin.
How come I can't move all the way over here in this turn? That's annoying. We have to go around. And it's saying I'm going to take attrition if I go around. Wow, look at that. They got a full stack right there, too.
Step to it. Absolutely not.
Yeah, they've got a full stack waiting on me to pull this crap. So we'd have to attack their stack or let it get out of the way, but if it gets out of the way, it's just going to plop over here and kill this army.
The Empire.
They don't have any stacks over here.
I am a soul keeper.
Just try and get to where we can keep a good line of sight there. Boy, this is such a tricky situation. Such a tricky situation. Hey!
The Celestial College implores them.
Who's saying bad stuff about my Sooners over there? Hey, you guys have wars. I'm not joining you in any wars against anybody, so forget it. Okay, those guys moved back. But again, they're going to be a huge problem. I could take these provinces, but they're just going to double back on Grunberg real quick. So, I mean, this garrison's here, but what are the chances that the garrison can actually hold out here? And the chances are next to none.
Praise Sigma.
So, let's see here what we get. Swordsman. I can't really afford much more upkeep on anything, but we're going to have a few more men in order to defend that settlement.
It is for the best.
So let's go ahead and risk that out. We're going to drop the money, and I'm going to go ahead and see if we can take their settlements here. So here we go. Here's the risk.
I am the supreme patriarch.
The dwarfs declared war on me as well. But we're going to get out here and take some... ooh, we can sack that for some much-needed money. Much-needed money. And then on the next turn, we'll try and take Eilhart. They're almost certainly going to turn around and attack me right here on the next turn. Probably before I even get my swordsman recruited. Whew. So I don't know if this was real smart. I should have been more patient there. One more turn. Whoops.
By the comet.
Let's see. Man, that helps my income, though, getting another settlement over here. We don't need this building here, the training field. Let's get rid of that. And let's go ahead and spend some of that money upgrading some of these things that we need. In one more turn, Sextus gains a rank. I'm going to give him yet more melee attack. The loot and occupy does not give me as much money, and it also creates the issue of having to deal with... oh, these guys are so dead. But I am probably going to fight this and see how much damage we can do, because we need to, but I don't have time for this, so I will see you all back on the next episode. Gonna have to save it here, so I'm gonna call it Empire YouTube 2. And I have fallback points, so again, if we get screwed over here, this will just make it more fun, because you all get to see whether or not my risk pays off. I'll see you all later. HeirofCarthage signing out for now.